Hey guys, how you doing out there? Good, I hope. I haven't made a video in a week and a half or so I thought I'd do one real quick. A few things. Not on the bike. And it's rainy and nasty outside, and I just don't feel like going out. Too much homework to do. I'll use that excuse. Not because I'm a sissy. But anyways, I had a few video responses to my helmet cam. Setup I'm using now, the half helmet. And I got one other thing I want to show you, and a few other things to talk about. Let's talk about the other things first. This past Saturday, which would have been the 21st, we finally had my father's memorial dinner. About 2 months after he died. Went very well. I'm betting at least 150, maybe 200 people showed up. That goes to show how much he was loved by many. He was a man who was kind to everybody, would always help. Sometimes he didn't say no enough, but I don't really think you'd be able to meet a person, most likely, that I've known of that would be able to have a bad word about my father. He was always there. He always helped. Always put in 150%. And that made people like him and love him. And it showed when not just family members, but many friends showed up. A good amount of his classmates from his school he went to in high school that still lived in the area showed up. And they also helped out my mother financially during this difficult time for her, which is very nice. He was, in fact, the first person out of his class to pass away, which is pretty good. He graduated in 1964, and being the first person in that group to die, that's something. I mean, that's one powerful class. I think I've already lost 4 or 5 people out of my class, and I just graduated like 13 years ago. Something like that, 97. Yeah. Anyways, 14 years ago. So, yeah, it all went real well. Back home, back in school, getting things done. Got 2 more weeks of classes left. And then I got another 2 weeks after that of online class left. I'm doing 16 credit hours right now, keeping myself very busy, which cuts down on the filming. But one every once in a while is good enough for me. I'm not a person who really feels obligated to do a film. I do it when I want to do it. And that's just the way I am. So anyways, let's get to this helmet cam thing. Here's the helmet. Oop, bad language. The Polar Bear Challenge sticker, which got its head tore off going on the bike. Sorry about that, but thank you Navy Thomas for the sticker. I got one more left. I think I'll put it on the bike so it won't get damaged. So what do we have here? We have this mic setup right here. See the mic tip right there. This is off a set of headphones that had a mic on it. Right here. This swivels. Alright, so what I did here is I took it apart. I cut the face off it. Then I took the face right off it and cut the wires out of it for the headphones. And then I melted the inside base of the speaker down with a heat gun in here so it would be flat. And I put a piece of Velcro right there and I cut that out. I left the arm here because that helps with the helmet design. This right here helps a little bit of wind resistance. Then I made this right here. This is a dead cat for the top of it. It's made out of rabbit fur, real rabbit fur. I got it from the Hobby Lobby. I cut it up, and inside what I used for the roundness actually was a hair spray cap. I put a hole in that so the speaker would be able to hear it. And I stuffed it full of felt, and I hot glued it all the way around, made a dead cat out of it that slides over the mic. Just like so. And that makes so the wind and noise cuts down on it quite a bit. Then we move on to the helmet. What I did here is on this one strap. This is where the other piece of Velcro is, and it cuts around the strap. And this thing actually goes right on there. Okay. This makes it so when it goes on your head. Sure I got that in a shot. See it? And you take, I'm not going to do it right now, but you take this little thing right here, this is a Velcro strap, and you strap that around here to the helmet so it makes it a little more stationary. And then you have a mic that'll actually roll up and down on the side of the half helmet. And I tie that end right here, of course, the mic end. I tie that into a digital recorder, and then I splice the audio and video together. Then for the video, you've seen these before if you watched my other videos. My video sunglasses. I gotta get a faster card reader for them right now. I think to help me a class 10 card. I'm using a class 2, and it gets a little choppy. And of course, you know, they're not the best, but they're not bad. They're supposed to be HD. They're actually at 1280 by 960, so it's more or less a upgrade from the 640 by 40. They just changed the screen a little bit, made it a little nicer. Eventually, come out with a better pair, and I'll buy those. That gives the video. And from there, you just piece it together in the computer, and you have your video and your audio, and you put it together. I usually honk my horn or something like that to give myself a place to start with the audio. Sorry about that. Okay, so that was the helmet, mic, and camera design. I can't remember who asked to see that, but I thought I'd get it out there finally. It's working pretty good. I'm still working on a few bugs. I think I'm trying to switch to a better mic eventually. That one was actually off a set of Sentry headphones and mics that came from Big Lots. I bought that for $5. So I didn't have a problem cutting up a $5 pair of headphones. And it actually worked out real well on the side of the helmet, putting the Velcro on it. I can store it right in the bag. I can carry the recorder with me. The glasses can almost go anywhere with me I want to go. If I wanted to use them as regular sunglasses, I could. I might start doing that, actually, and I can film anytime I want. They last for over an hour or so on battery, I believe. The only thing that fills up is the card. And as I said, I'm going to try a bigger card, faster card, see if it helps with the video. I think it will. And eventually, hopefully, they actually make a real pair of HD. These are HD, but not like the 720p, you know. They're making them already in keychain fobs and stuff like that, so eventually they'll put them into the camera. Hong Kong over there does some interesting things. So I have one other thing I want to show you. And this I heard of on YouTube from another one of our vloggers. I can't remember who it was. I hate to say that. It's been so long since I've seen the video. God, I can't remember. But anyways, if you're watching, you know who you are, and I appreciate the idea. This is a beaded seat cushion for my bike. Now you can buy these for a motorcycle, and they cost anywhere between $20, I believe, and $40. I made this one. I went down and I bought one from Walmart for a car. I think under $9 is what it cost. I cut it up. I pulled all the beads off and started from scratch. And I bought some fishing line, 30-pound tests. I want something good and strong. And I just went to macrame this thing together, and it was a learning experience because I'd never done macrame before. My girlfriend found the instructions. It took me quite a few hours to piece this thing together. It fits the seat real well. I made it slanted here on both sides to fit the seat, and it's just long to fit up the driver's seat. And I thought for creative, I put the brown beads right down the center. And I gotta tell you, I used this thing on the way to Ann Arbor and back. Oh, this thing helps immensely. It gets your butt off the seat. It gives you airflow. And I understand it even helps good in the rain because it keeps the water off you. And it keeps the pressure points off. I really didn't think it worked. But for under $10, I think I made this thing for under $11, and I still got enough beads left to make another one, actually, from the car seat one. So for $9, you get a lot of beads. You can't buy these beads separate anywhere I could find that cheap. You're better off buying them and then cutting the line and making your own. I suppose you're really careful. You cut them apart and tie your own. The only thing I really got to work on is I tied the ends off here with little black beads here because I really didn't know how to finish it off, and there wasn't really any information on it. But they look good, and it's comfortable. Oh, man, I love this thing. I don't know how I did so long without that. After 2.5 hours on the bike, I still wasn't ready to get off. I was able to go longer. The only thing that really hurt still is my tailbone a little bit, which always does anymore. I bruised it. But yeah, I love this thing. I'd actually recommend anybody who has a problem with long distance on their bike making one of these, or buying one, cutting it up real careful like, and tying it back together. Really good. If you need to, let me know. I can get you the instructions on how to tie one of these things properly and put them together. It's time consuming, so be ready for a long night. It's not that bad. I mean, it's basically making rows and tying them together, but it still took. I bet I still got about 4 hours into this thing, maybe 5. But it was worth it. I love it. And it folds, rolls up, and fits right in the saddlebag. And you can tie them on, but I just leave mine on there, it stays in place. So that is my video for today. I appreciate whoever was watching it. I'm going to try to start making my videos a little cleaner. I think I've been cussing too much and stuff, and I apologize to everyone for that. but I do cuss a lot, so I'll try to watch that from now on. I don't want to offend anybody out there. That was the helmet cam setup for half helmet, that, and I actually got my GPS doing something very interesting now. When I get it working properly, I'll show that on a video. Got the idea from Navy Thomas and Chuck, so maybe that'll give you an idea of what it is. I got a few things to fix on it to make it work properly. I ordered some parts, so we're waiting on that. And I'm hoping to maybe get out there this year and meet some of you guys. I can't afford a cross-country trip right now, but I wouldn't mind, you know, catching up with a few guys that are riding by or near here. I can go to meet. It'd be nice to do a couple more vlog meetups. And that's about it. Unfortunately, tomorrow I have to go put down my girlfriend's dog. It had a real bad seizure last week and it's paralyzed more or less. Can't hardly walk anymore. And she's finally come to the realization it needs to be put to sleep. His name is Tinkerbell, 18 years old. Turned 18, 2-3 days later, turned 18. It had a neurological breakdown. But that's the way it goes. So she's not doing real well. You know, it's a shame. 18 years, it's like a child to my girlfriend now, you know. That's a long time to have an animal that's been around you, especially when you've been a single person for many years. And this is Tinkerbell right here. She's a Jack Russell. She's 18 years old. She's still eating and drinking, but she just can't hardly walk anymore and stuff. And it's time to let her go, you know. So that's Tinkerbell. Everybody say goodbye to Tinkerbell. I'll take her in tomorrow and have the deed done. Alright. Well, till next time. Peace be out with you all. Oh, no. Till next time, keep the shiny side up and keep her between the ditches. Have a good one. Bye.